Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video, let's have a look at this MarQ by Flipkart. This is a new laptop that they have released, and in fact, for the price, the specs are actually pretty good. It's actually a thin and light laptop. I've taken it out, I've been testing it for a day or so. So let's talk about this one. So guys, here is the MarQ Falkon Aerbook, and this is the one. I'll show you that. But let me give you an idea. It comes in this box and it says Intel inside. It's having a Core i5 processor. We'll talk about it. And here, if you see, I like the fact that it is having a 256GB SSD, and in fact there is also an expansion slot. I'll show you that. And I'm liking the fact that it comes with 8GB of RAM, that 13.3-inch full HD IPS LCD screen, and it's a thin and light 1.24 kilograms. Also has Bluetooth 5, and Windows 10 Home is actually pre-installed on this one. And I'll just keep this to the side, and you get the laptop itself in the box. You also get this small manual which gives a brief idea about the product, and also you get an adapter. And let me first give you a physical overview, then we'll continue. And this is actually pretty thin and light. And one thing to note is that the outer chassis over here is actually made up of metal, so that's actually nice. And on this end, if you see, we have a USB 3 port. Then your power adapter actually will go in over here. And if you notice here, when it's charging, it glows in red color. Then we have a full size HDMI output, which is 1.4, and we also have a USB Type-C port. If you have a USB Type-C adapter, you can in fact even charge it. And bottom, if you look at it, we have vents for dissipating, and this is the SSD expansion slot that you are getting on this one. And if we move towards this side, you have a USB port, and this is the headphone jack, and we also have a micro SD card reader on this one. And again, I like the fact that it's sturdy and it's actually a thin and light laptop. And when we open it up like this, as you can see, I'm opening it and it booted up very quickly. And let's just log in. And if you notice, it just logged in very quickly from standby, and that is due to the fact that it has the SSD, which makes it very fast. And also, coming to the processor, what they have used, let me just open it up. First, let me actually show you this. If we go to about the device, and it comes pre-installed with Windows 10 Home, guys, and it's actually a full version of Windows, and it's a lifetime license. But when you get the device, you have to connect it to the internet and activate it. And as you can see, I have activated, and now my Windows is activated. So it comes pre-installed, a proper Windows 10 lifetime license that you're getting. And I like the fact that the processor what they're using is an Intel Core i5 processor, that is the 8265U. And I googled about it, and I went to the Intel's website. As you can see, it's the 8th generation Intel Core i5 processor, and actually it's a proper quad-core processor with 8 threads. So it's actually a very good processor that they are using, and it's a very fast processor. So it's not like a dual core or something, proper quad-core processor that they are using on this. Hence, the performance is also good. Another thing that I like is the trackpad on this, if you notice, is actually really good. It's a very responsive trackpad that you're getting on this one. It's, as you can see, and you can have these gestures, 2 fingers gestures and stuff on this. And again, because it's having that SSD, everything loads very quickly on this. For example, if you open this Windows Store, and you notice how quickly it just loaded. And that's because of the SSD. For example, let's open Microsoft Office, and let's say I want to open this document. And it's opening Word, and again, as you notice how quickly it opened it up. I have to activate this. But again, because of the SSD, 8GB of RAM, and the processor, the combination, everything works actually really fast on this laptop. Now, talking about the screen, this is one thing that I really liked on budget-oriented laptops. The screen is a thing that they compromise quite a bit, but here we are actually getting an IPS grade screen, and the screen quality is really good. It's actually a full HD plus screen that you are getting. If you go to the resolution, as you can see, it's a proper full HD 1920 by 1080p screen that we are getting on this one. Now, moving to the battery on this one, I've been using it for about 1.5 days now, and the battery life is pretty decent. You can get continuous usage of about 4 to 5 hours on this one. So again, the battery life is also pretty decent, and the general performance, as I've told you, is actually good thanks to that combination of the Core i5 processor and the SSD that is used on this. Now another thing that I noticed with this one is that if you notice the keyboard, we are actually having a full-size keyboard on this one. It's almost edge to edge. So again, though it's having that compact size of 13.3 inch, it's not a compromise in terms of keyboard. And also we have decent key travel, so it's also good to type on this. And again, as I mentioned already, the trackpad is also nice and big, and it comes with that Core i5 8th Gen processor. So what do I feel about this Falkon Aerbook? As we saw, what I really liked about this laptop is overall it's a pretty good laptop. It's having that very good screen, a 13.3 inch IPS LCD screen. I also like the fact that it comes with 8 gigabytes of RAM, which is actually more than enough for most of the users. I really like the fact that it's coming with the 256 GB SSD and also that expandable SSD slot that you're getting. I also like the chassis of the screen is reinforced. It's a metallic reinforcement that you're getting, so good. And lastly, again, I'm really happy that they didn't compromise on the processor that was used. It's a Core i5 and a proper quad-core processor. And also, I feel overall package is a very good package considering the price point of around 40,000. Anyways, guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care, guys.